What's good, everybody? Welcome to Life on Beagle Road. I came out today to do some work and, yep, it's raining once again. I feel like all it does now is rain and rain and rain. Hopefully, I'm gonna be able to catch a small break in the rain to get some work done, but also so I can finish this video. Can you believe all this rain? Like, my lens is fogging up because it's so gross.
A fog is right here, and now, okay, let's rain on now.
You silly bird.
No, for real.
So much rain. While we wait for the rain to stop, let's take this moment for you to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you get notifications. Because folks, you're not gonna know that we publish every week if you don't hit the bell. Hit the bell! Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell! Ah, see, that's more like it. This is what I've been waiting for today. Although, now it's nice and sticky hot, but I'm not gonna complain. I'd much rather have hot, sticky hot, whatever you want to call it, than pouring rain. So let's talk about what we've got going on around here. First thing I'm gonna update you on is the patio. I finished it, and I think it looks pretty awesome. The only thing that I would like to do differently is bring it out a little bit further, but for now, I think it looks fantastic and it's beautiful. But why did I actually put it in anyway? Well, let's take a look at this first and I'll explain. You see, one of the things that drives Courtney nuts is we've got two front doors. This is actually like a side door. You walk from the driveway and across this patio over here to this door. But what Courtney would like is for folks to actually go to the front door. When Courtney's mom and dad built the home, they really wanted to sit on the front porch and see the forest or the woods, which makes total sense. Only when you have people come to your house, then everyone goes in the side door, which is actually our laundry and mud room. It's not the most inviting situation, and we just want to change it up a little bit so folks are coming in our front door. That's all. My plan is to put the same type of stones from the driveway all the way in around the house. The other day, I took a bucket and I took out these giant azalea bushes here. They were nice and pretty. I'm going to transplant them somewhere else so we can enjoy their beauty, but they were really crowding the space and didn't allow us to kind of have, I don't know, the ambiance or landscape that we were looking for. I've already started making a path next to the house where a patio will eventually go, but for now what I'll do is just fill it with 2B stone, regrade next to the home, and then I've got great drainage there, and I'll be all set for the next phase of the project. But that's gonna be a costly venture, and that's not really where we're at right now, so stones it is, and not the patio pavers. But eventually, patio pavers. In an earlier video, we put the same kind of drainage stone I was just talking about in our swale with some landscape fabric. So you're probably wondering, how did that work out? Was it working well? Was it a complete failure? It worked out extremely well. Here is what it looked like last night in the middle of a storm. Whew, oh, it's steamy. The next thing is the pasture. We planted some pasture mix over in the pasture with the barn, but we also did some of the grass out in the front and wanted to show you how that all turned out. For the most part, it was pretty good. We have some spots that didn't turn out so well, mostly because when Courtney goes to clean out the barn, sometimes she'll clean it out and it might be a day or two until she'll do the next part, which is to get all of the gunk and stuff over to where we put our compost pile. So we have some spots that got bare, plus all the rain that we've had. and all the walking on it, it just didn't turn out perfectly. But I'm happy with where it's at. I think our next step is probably just to go with mulch in the areas that didn't do so well, especially since there's some high traffic areas. In front of the barn, I'm actually gonna pave that with those bricks. If you don't know what bricks I'm talking about, check out this video where we had a major Craigslist fail, where we asked for clean fill, dirt only, and ended up with everything but dirt. So the area behind me, this little green patch in here, is where we planted our pasture mix. We actually put a pasture mix, mixed it all up with some ryegrass, just in case it didn't take, and it worked out really, really well. It all grew in, it looks beautiful, the goats love it. It's just part one of repairing that pasture. We still have a whole bunch of other areas that we want to sort of fix, but I'm happy with it. It's up and running. It's no more big giant dirt pile. Fantastic, great work. The other day, we put a video out about how we were gonna try and save our gardening experience this year. And if you remember, we put our garden at the top of the hill, and it's way at the top in the back of the yard. We were gonna put planter boxes up there, but as we thought about it a little bit more, we realized we don't need to go way up there. We can bring everything closer to the house down here. We want to put it here at the base of the house right behind me. Only problem was we had a bunch of trees here that served very little purpose other than sort of breaking your view from here to our creek. And now our goal is to build this area up a little bit, put in some raised beds, and do everything we need to do right here, which is virtually right off our deck. And who doesn't want to sit on the deck and look at their beautiful garden anyway? It allows us to be closer to the house. It allows us to keep an eye on the kids while we're doing whatever we need to do in there. It allows us to keep an eye on the animals. It's just all around gonna be better for us personally. And I think that's the most important part about this whole gardening or homesteading, whatever you do. It has to work for you. It's gotta be something that makes you feel good. If it's something that you're just trying to make work because either you wanna keep up with all the other homesteaders that seem to be knocking it out of the park, or you just feel like you have to do something for the sake of doing something, it may not actually work for you. And then it's not any fun and you quit. You just don't want to do it. I don't want to lose motivation to feed my family. I want to be motivated, love it, and feed my family. We might come off as novice gardeners or people who can't garden, or we just are a hot mess. And yeah, as a family, we are a hot mess. But as gardeners, we're actually very, very good. In recent videos, we've had a little bit of an escape artist. See, Lindsay Buckingham found a way out of the boys' pasture. And it took us a while to figure it out. But with some ingenuity and some secret cameras, I figured it out. We caught that little boy, and he's done escaping. I didn't get a chance to film this, but we moved one of the electric netting fences, clipped the chickens' wings, and now we have them in a closed off area right outside of their coop. We did that because they were starting to take refuge in our barn, poop everywhere, and make it really gross. And that's not okay. That's a whole lot of cleaning up that you don't really need to do. So improve your processes, make things better for you, make things easier, and all is good. Not only that, but there's some areas in there that it's just very difficult for us to get in and clean up. I get poison ivy incredibly bad. It's not an area that's inside where the goats are. This was a way that we could manage our chickens, but also get something out of it that we needed. In addition to that, now I don't have to go on an Easter egg hunt all over the yard just to find my breakfast. This isn't the first time that we've tried to use the Premier One fencing in order to kind of control or manage our chickens. We just were really terrible at clipping their wings. We clipped them and they still flew out. So obviously we did something wrong, and we figured, all right, let's figure this out, do it better next time. Well, next time's come around, and I'll let you know that we did a much better job of clipping their wings. That's not the easiest thing to get right, by the way. So do your research, try it out, see where you end up, try again. That's how this stuff works, right? If you're unfamiliar with what Premier One fencing is, or you're looking to get your own, I'm gonna put a link below so that way you can go click on it and get your own. I would highly, highly recommend it, whether you have goats, chickens, whatever you got going on in your property. They make a fencing that'll work for you, and you can get in contact with those folks and they'll help you out. They're fantastic, so check it out below and you won't be sorry, I promise. Absolutely won't be sorry. Behind me is the old garden area where we had our garden, and there's some trees that are around it that are threatening to fall. There's a couple that already did fall. And again, the fence that sort of fell on our watering system, it just didn't work out, like I said. And you can see that we really missed our moment with making sure the weeds didn't grow. They're literally 6 feet tall in some areas, mostly about 5 feet. I'm not getting in there and cleaning that up this year. I'll wait till they die, start again. A while back we posted a video about how our chicken population was basically decimated by what we think was a raccoon. At the time we were kind of unsure, but I'm like 99% sure it was a raccoon. This guy right here is our rooster that we didn't think was gonna make it back then. But now, not only is he the absolute best family-oriented, friendliest rooster you've ever met, but he's super alive and kicking. It's really pretty. When you think of all the traits you want from a rooster, Jay-Z, our rooster, has them all. I could not be more happy. He protects the flock amazingly. He lets them know when there's trouble. He lets them know when food's been put out. He waits for them to eat. Lets you pick him up. He's careful with the kids. I love him, man. Absolute best. Oh, he's a black copper Moran, in case you were wondering. We had a couple questions about whether or not we were going to plant anything else besides what was in the green-stalk vertical planters, and the answer is yes. We've got a number of pots around the property that we've already got stuff in, so we're not going to just rely on these. We do have some other things going on. Looks like it's about to rain again. It actually is raining on me, and I'm getting the camera wet. So folks, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you get notifications. Seems to be some folks that don't realize we publish every single week, so don't miss out on what we got going on. Take care, folks. Can't really think of a word that rhymes with subscribe. Bribe? I'll take my bribe and subscribe. I don't really know what to do. I don't have a bribe. I've got nothing to give anybody. I was gonna make a song. I don't have a song. Maybe this will work. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring, ring, ring my bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell.